Hello there, everybody. My name is Kate, and welcome to my channel, Trinergy Awakens Naturally. I am coming to you today to ask how your Lionsgate went. How's everything going with that? Are you still feeling the rocking and the rolling? Because that veil is still pretty thin between heaven and earth, so to speak. And a couple of days ago, as I was preparing for Lionsgate on 8/8, August 8th, every year is Lionsgate. If you missed it, not a problem. You can grab a hold of your energy at any time. You don't have to do it only on August 8th or any other time. There's constantly cosmos and cosmology and celestial bodies that are moving and creating new energies all the time. So always is a good time to start grabbing a hold of your energy. If you happen to catch Lionsgate, then even better for thee. And as I said, if not, it's a great time to do it. Do it now. A couple of days before Lionsgate, as I was preparing, I came across a picture of Jacob's Ladder, which is a story from the Bible. I'm not a Bible historian. I was reared in the Southern Baptist Church, kind of, sort of. A majority of my, upbringing was in a very strict fundamental church. However, I don't have a basis or an alignment with any one particular religion or any one idea. The closest I come probably is to being in the ascension crowd. However, I don't like to sit down and get labeled too long because I like to flit around and gather the information that really intrinsically works for me and that I know to be true for me. And so I won't go whole hog and say I'm into ascension the whole way. I'm into this the whole way. I'm into a lot of stuff, and I'm an empath, an intuitive, clairvoyant, whatever. I can read energy, and I can hear, and I can see, and I can feel how things be for me in my energy and when I'm with other people's energy, whether they're with me in person or not. That's the power of the mind. That's the power of energy. That fifth element is very, very strong. And I don't mean 5D. A lot of people get very confused with that. I don't mean 5D. 5D is kind of the ascension. I call it kind of woo-woo because nothing's provable. Once you get to fifth element, you're in science and quantum world where we can't define all that. So I'm happy to just call that fifth element and say, yeah, we know about those first four pretty well. And we're learning that fifth element, antimatter, dark matter, gray matter, things that we really don't know very well. That's the stuff that I like to go right there and say, there's the veil. I want to know that one really, really, really well and be able to pierce that veil and go trucking and keep on cooking, booking, and looking for the next higher consciousness thought on that. What's the next thought beyond where it was before? Where can we go with that? Where's the leading edge of thought? It's not a crowded spot for a reason. And so back to Jacob's Ladder. Jacob fell asleep. I don't know what he was doing. No idea. It was by a tree and he fell asleep. And he envisioned a ladder that was going between earth and heaven, and the angels were ascending and descending upon it. And I look at the Lionsgate was a perfect portal for downloads and activations, light codes, etc., sound clearing, chakra clearing, energy healing, etc. And it can happen that way for all of us all the time. We don't have to have just Lionsgate in order to be receiving things, because divinity lives everywhere around us. There is no place where divinity doesn't live. There is no place where God is not or divinity is not. It just isn't. Light cannot be completely obliterated ever. Okay, even in black holes, getting a lot of information on black holes these days, exciting stuff. That's fifth element. 5D, not so much. That's just a totally different dogleg of spirituality and new thought, new age, etc. That, like I said, I don't want to park too long on that. However, 5D is dimensional stuff and dimensional understanding that doesn't technically exist in fifth element. So just to make those clarifications. And back to Jacob's Ladder, heaven and earth, we need a bridge. We need to have a bridge or a medium, right? A channel between heaven and earth. And as far as I'm concerned, every single human being can be their very own channel and needs to be their very own channel, because that's how we develop our sovereignty. That's how we know who to be, is how do I listen to me And how do I know how to be when I listen to me? Well, most of us, we listen to somebody else. Most of our lives, we're reared by other people who help to shape and mold and tell us who we be. And we might not really like that. We may really like something else. We might like to change. We might want to take on something new. We might want to dump off something old. And if we're never really flexible or moving with any of those energy bombardments, if we're just cramming and jamming and squishing down any of those uncomfortable feelings, or I don't like that, or we won't take the vision of, angels on a bridge from heaven to earth, if we won't look at that, if we're going to turn the music up, or, go and get into our addiction somehow and get our mind distracted, not putting a damper or downer on any one activity. I'm just saying many of us are either running full bore away from our divinity, or we're so distracted with somebody else's nightmare and their, that we're forgetting about what we have inside of us. And Lionsgate portal, along with a lot of the activations, I don't know of any activation coming to planet Earth that isn't here for the primary good of humankind. Now, it can feel pretty bad when we're in a new moon or full moon or any other Mercury retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Jupiter, Venus, whomever, whatever. Old guy Tai, he's decided he's hungry all of a sudden right now. He is all about feed me now. And he's gonna have to wait a second. I got myself distracted. See, how's that for distraction? That we get set off on our path and somebody else with their crisis, with their trouble, with their whatever comes and knocks us off our path. Now, that's not to say that we are not supposed to feed our cats or our children or ourselves or whatever. It's a matter of priority. What is my priority at this moment is that I'm doing my work. It's what I came here to do. It's what I set down to do. It's what I intended to do. And it's what I will continue to do as I finish out, close out, and put it in priority order. That if old guy Tai came over and knocked me off my frequency, that means that I would perhaps stop my video, go get started feeding him, and get distracted with that, and possibly, clean the kitchen and take a nap, and it'll be tomorrow for all I know before I would remember, because it's just that easy to get distracted. Whereas I let him know that, yes, I see you and I hear you, and I will be working in that direction in just a few minutes when I'm done with my work, because I know he's been fed already this morning. And I know that I have another couple minutes of work to do before I'm comfortable relinquishing my seat here. And that he can wait. There's nothing detrimental about anything that's happening in his life or in his world. That he's not starving, he's not choking, and he's not in need of a 911 assist. He's okay. And when I complete this, I know that as I'm uploading it to YouTube, I can go and take care of him and prepare for the next thing. That instead of getting pulled off my task by a million other things that are all nibbling, ducks nibbling at my heels, then I get everything done in priority order. If I get constantly knocked off task by the next thing that jumps up in my face, then I'm an energy vampire's dream come true, that they'll and call me and want to spend all day talking about it. Or if I want to, be that for somebody else, it's very easy to do. So it's a matter of collect all my beans, collect all my emotions, and make sure that I have my priorities set up for the day. That what do I want to accomplish? Well, I want to be working in that tidal wave of Lionsgate energy, of all these beautiful downloads and activations of energy and magnetic pull. Then I want to be using that. I want those activations, those downloads, and those light codes. I want to be receiving the benefit of all of that. And how can I open my throat chakra, my heart chakra, my third eye, and my crown chakra to completely receive the Leo's roar, the Lion's Gate pour of energy to me? How can I open up and receive all of that and allow myself to set out with new intentions to manifest what is here for me to do? What is my work? What is my passion? What's the bridge for me to get from earth to heaven, and to make myself a very clear and clean vessel so that I may hear and see in my mind's eye, hear with my mind's ear, and see out here too everything there is to see. However, get that very existential, very sensory experience on every level, because we have more than just our five senses. We have all kinds of little receptors all over our body. So how can I open myself to receive everything that Lionsgate has brought here for me? Because it wasn't just on the 8th of August. Those energies are still here. They've been building up since Sirius joined us in July 7th, 17th, somewhere around there. When Sirius came into Orion's belt, then we've got all these activations and a lot of powerful energy that is coming at us. So how can we use that in synergy and trinergy to the best of our knowledge? Use that, go to upper school and upper college, right? And Leo, man, he's just not having it. So I believe that I will cut that now and say thank you very much. I hope that you are enjoying your day, whatever part of the day you're in. Get inside and enjoy being in your skin, and say thank you, if you can, for something in your life. And once you've found yourself saying thank you for that, say it again, or find another something to say thank you for, because gratitude really is, my friend, a good way to go. There's something to be grateful for, and if there's not, you're probably not listening to me. And Leo's going to be very grateful, because I am cutting this now and going to go and feed my poor starving baby. Thank you for your time. Thank you for visiting my channel. Have a great day, whatever part of the day you're in, friends. Take care, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.